Oscar Bevis, IFL TV MTK Global. Delighted to be joined by Super Sam Maxwell. How are we, mate?
I'm good, mate. Thank you. How are you?
Very well, very well. Let's start on perhaps a bit of a sad note. You won't be fighting for the British and Commonwealth titles on Saturday. We'll talk about why, and potentially why you think so, in a couple of minutes. But just first, when you heard the news, I know you're going to tell me disappointment. Just try and explain what was going through your head.
I was just deflated. I was thinking, I didn't understand. I was thinking it must be a bad injury because I know people go into no one ever goes into a fight 100%. Like, you'd be happy if you go into a fight 80% without injuries and niggles. So it must have been something bad. So I was feeling a bit sorry for him for that. But just deflated. Like, it was literally the last day of training for me. Last bit of pads, and then on the way to the session, I got that news. Gutted.
I bet that was an angry pad session.
No, I was just, I couldn't even get myself going, to be honest. I was like, just didn't even want to do it. But then Steve was motivating me. He said, Sam, come on, keep switch on. You will be fighting someone. You just it won't be Akeem, but you'll be fighting someone. And then, so I had to switch on then, thinking, yeah, true. They might get me to defend my WBO European, or they'll get someone in.
Well, look, Akeem's kept his cards very close to his chest. I haven't heard too much. Haven't seen a statement. No. Have you heard anything from Akeem?
No. And Frank Warren did an interview, and he's not heard anything. MTK told me he's hurt his back, but Akeem messaged me saying something like, what did he say? He said, we'll get this fight on again soon or something like that. You know, and it's just a weird one. It's like, didn't tell me what's wrong with him or nothing. Just said that.
Do you feel like it's almost going to be cursed now? Because I know it was talked about for a while. Do you know like them fights where people seem cursed? Like we thought Josh Kelly, David Evanesian was cursed. Do you just feel like, because you're going to have to prepare for it again, and then you're going to perhaps go through the mindset again of will he pull out again, etc.
That'll always be in the back of my mind now. And especially just because he's made it hard anyway, like all the way from the start. Like he wanted a massive pace, and then Frank people say to me to take a pay cut to give him the bigger pace. But you'll have to take a pay cut. I said, yeah, of course. Like I want the fight. I'll do that. And so he had no option to go out. So he had to take the bigger pace. And then now, and touch wood, I'm not saying he's not injured, but it's just a hard one. So I don't even know. I don't want to be waiting around for people like the first thing they said didn't say apologise or nothing like that. He just got his crony O'Hara to slag me off like I've done something wrong. Like I'm just been training for a fight and then. Saying I've wasted a camp and stuff like it was just random. Like he'd get his mates to do that. So I don't want to be waiting around for him. Like I'm top 10 in the WBO. If it wasn't for me, this was like his Las Vegas fight. We're top of the bill on a Frank Warren show on BT Sport Live with Dennis McCann, Brad Foster, David Hardaway. We're top of the bill at that. This was his Las Vegas. Doesn't get any better than that for us, and he's pulled out with that. I don't even want to give him. It's just frustrating to give him the opportunity again. But obviously, I want the title, and I after all the talk he done to me leading up to the fight, he messaging my girlfriend, messaging me, telling me to call him. He calling me his son and telling me I can call him father, even though he knows my dad died when I was young. It was just like loads of things built up into it, and then to pull out. That's the only reason why I want to fight him is because I want to make him pay for everything he's done. But I don't even want to. At the same time, I don't want to give him a chance. I mean, like to be on such a big show like this again.
Yeah. I suppose let's talk a little bit more about the O'Hara Davies thing. It comes a bit of a shock to me. I mean, I know they're close, but then I saw the tweet from O'Hara that said because of your age and you don't want to be waiting around and all this. I don't know. Like, is that now a potential rivalry? I don't know.
Yeah, O'Hara, like, because I could have pushed him to say, okay, you get in fight me then. If you last minute you've been training, get in and fight me. But he is just trying to stay relevant. He won the golden contract. Some good fights in the contract. Won the golden contract, but he's doesn't want to have the thing, you know, because he knows in America you have to be in 50-50 hard fights. He don't want that. He's not got it in him. He's a quitter. So the fact that Akeem got a quitter to back him up as well, it just shows they're just not good people. Like, and O'Hara, no, I'd happily fight him, but he's got nothing like at the moment. Like I feel like I sell myself short. Like I'm one of the top names in the division in Britain at the moment, and these people want to be fighting me, but like there's ways to go about it. Like look at all the top lads, Ritson, Robbie Davis, Tyrone McKenna. None of them are disrespectful. They all just get in and fight like monsters, but they're not disrespectful out of it. I don't get why Akeem and O'Hara like that. It's just mad. I just don't like them. Dislike the guys.
So I suppose, like you said, now the motivation for you is because you're in the WBO top 10, there could be massive things on the horizon, but the motivation for you is literally the titles. You wanted to get your hands on the British and the Commonwealth. That's the motivation now.
Definitely. Like the British title's like the best looking title, everyone says, and it'll just be a massive thing to win. It'll go down you're in history books, but yeah, I do want that. I do want that title, but it's not my be all and end all. Like I've got other choices, other routes to watch Frank can take me down.
Have you spoke to Frank at all about? I mean, I know we don't know the extent of his injury, but have you thought about, if his injury isn't too bad, have you spoken about rescheduling for the summer, or is it not even something that's crossed your mind yet?
Not crossed my mind yet, because I've got a tough fight against this on Friday, so I want to get this out of the way, and then it'll be sit down and then talk about the future. Let's
talk about the man in front of you. Actually, from your perspective, is it tough to get motivated now? I mean, no disrespect to Ben Fields, and I have to say he's got one of the greatest nicknames, the O-Taker. I love that. But no disrespect to him, but is it hard to get motivated now, knowing what you could have had in your hands on Saturday, and beating Ben for you probably won't even be your biggest win? So is it tough to get motivated for, perhaps?
I'm definitely not, because I don't want him to take my oath. Like I've seen him. A lot of people maybe underestimated him, and one of my mates lost to him, and a few good lads I've seen. So I definitely don't want to join that list of names. So yeah, don't worry about me. I'm motivated to beat him, and I think it'll be a good win. Be a good fight as well for the fans.
Will we get another sort of, so should I say, Sam Maxwell statement? Because this would have been like your breakout fight with Akeem. You got the titles, you'd have had the pictures everywhere, you could have paraded the belts and whatnot. Whereas, do you feel like,
after the fight and everything,
you had a speech plan?
Yeah, the big Oscar speech. I was going to thank so many people winning the British title. It's gone.
But I feel like, and I don't want this to come across in a disrespectful way, but the amount of times I've seen you when you chinned Sabri, yeah. The amount of times I've seen that, it's almost like when there's a Sam Maxwell fight week, that's the clip being repeated, and you're living off that a bit, and you want a new sort of thing to go by.
Yeah. This would have been it. The Akeem would have been it. But yeah, I'm looking forward to putting a good performance on, and I've got a great team around me. MTK look after me, Frank Warren, BT, they promote me well, and I'm getting great opportunities to box on TV. So I'll go out there and put a performance on Friday, like I know I can, and first fight with my new coach. So it's could be like a blessing in disguise. I'm gonna have more time with my coach, and yeah, get a fight in with him, and it makes me more active than Akeem in that sense as well, because he hasn't fought for a while. So it's all positives. It's all positives.
Yeah. Well, looking forward to it, and I know when I spoke to Akeem, what did he say? That I was Team Akeem and Andy was Team Max. So I know that's not the case, but I'm just looking forward to seeing you two get in the ring, man. I'm so disappointed, on a fan level.
Yeah, you'll have to speak to Moscow, see what's going on.
I'll get the inside scoop tonight. I'll do a Zoom call and I'll bring you in the background.
Yeah, do that, Oscar. Yeah, so we can get to the bottom of this.
And you say they're promoting you well. Let's have a look at this, by the way. He thinks he's taking this home. I don't know if this shows the site. I don't think you can tell, but he thinks he's taking this on the train.
I'm gonna cut it up into 10 pieces, I think. Get it in my bag.
No fucking chance.